Have you ever really felt like crying and you talked yourself out of it? Welcome to Teresa's Tips on Transcendence. Today's topic is why it's good to cry. I'm Teresa Schley-Lombardi, author of Penelope and the Divine, a fictional personal narrative about a sensual woman born with special powers and her journey through the world of erotic dance and towards spiritual transcendence. So I'm going through, let's call it a time of growth and renewal, which basically means the doo-doo has hit the fan. Over the past, God, 6 years, I've also had experienced a lot of grief and loss. So I would say that um, I have a lot of experience with grief and loss, okay? So I've cried a lot. And in fact, I'm surprised I have any tear ducts left. But what I have learned is this. When you need to cry, you need to cry. It used to take me watching On Golden Pond, about a half a bottle of wine, maybe some nachos, possibly French fries, whatever comfort food I could gather up, and then once I did all that, then I could cry just out of sheer misery at that point. Now I'm at the point where I could literally be driving down the street, and if I get that feeling or I know I need to cry, I can just pull over and let it rip. So let me tell you why that's important. Here's the tip. Crying is a release of emotion. Everybody knows that. So we are growth-seeking beings. Humans are growth-seeking beings. And we are here to learn and grow. And emotions and negative situations are here to teach us something. So the key is you have to kind of peel aside the emotion and get to what the lesson is. But you can't do that if you suppress it and you numb yourself. So that's why I recommend if you're in a time where you're feeling a lot of emotion, stay away from the stimulants. No chocolate, no caffeine, no alcohol, no refined sugar, no overeating. Anything that you personally do that's going to numb you out in any way, I really recommend, and believe me, I know how hard this is, but I recommend just staying away from that and letting yourself feel the emotion. Hot water is good. Sip some hot water, and that'll kind of settle the energy system a little bit. After I had my really good cry, I actually got some good learnings from that. Helped me tap into, the next step that I needed to take. But if I had suppressed it or told myself there was something wrong with me, and this is for you men, really, it's okay to cry. Seriously, like if you need to go scream and cry in your car or you don't want anyone to see you, I just, from the bottom of my heart, strongly recommend, especially you men, just let yourself cry, because there's something underneath the tears that will just allow you to move to the next level. It'll give you the task, the next step that you need to take to move you to the next level, whatever that is. If it's making amends, if it's just taking a next action step, if it's just, realizing you need to sit down and just really care for yourself, whatever it is, just let yourself cry, and that will bring you to the next step on your path of evolution. It's really that simple. So, some practical tips for crying. I recommend cucumber slices, 15 minutes over the eyes. It really helps with the puffiness. And eyeliner. You put a little line of eyeliner right above your top lash. Now, I'm not going to exclude the men from this, okay, because who knows? It could help you too. That's just for going out in the world. But for the most part, if you need to cry, cry. That'll actually elevate you. It'll elevate you and allow you to get to the next step. If you haven't seen my video, 5 Steps to Merging with the Divine, check that out, because you can do that process first or during your crying or after you've cried, and that'll really help you get the next step, because crying is tapping you into your emotions are tapped into your higher self, and your higher self is tapped into the divine. So if you can any information you can get during that time where you've released your emotions, any information you can get then is going to be very helpful. So my tips for transcendence for the day is, if you need to cry, let it rip. So if you like what you saw here today, please take a look at the title at the end of this video. I'm in a contest called The Next Top Spiritual Author, and I need votes. So if you like what you saw here today, please vote for me. And feel free to visit my website for more information. It's inthedivine.com. And as all of Penelope's teachers say in my novel, Namaste, I salute the divinity in you.